Is anybody out there awake yet? Or is it just me? I hope not. But today I would like to talk about, well, my first step that I took at waking up and becoming a conscious being. First thing I had to do was forget everything I had ever been taught. So, all of you out there that are going, like, following rules and doing things that you think are right because you seen it on TV, or you heard your mama say it, or your daddy, or your friend. They say when you get to a stop sign, stop. You automatically know to stop because you see everybody else doing it. That's you're supposed to stop. It's best to stop, but you don't have to, you know? So basically, you're being trained to think certain ways. So you have to forget everything that you've been taught. So basically, this, I know a lot of y'all seen The Matrix and y'all just thought it was a movie, but basically those movies, they're trying to tell you stuff. And if I cuss, I hope it don't offend nobody, because it's just a word. So them movies and stuff, they really be trying to tell y'all, like, what y'all really need to be doing. Feel me? So you got The Matrix, and I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but just know that this is a matrix, and it's kind of like a jail. It's a jail around the whole planet where you're supposed to be thinking a certain way to keep you locked into. It's hard to dumb this stuff down. Erase everything you've ever been taught. Where do we come from? This is how it all started. You have this star called Sirius. Alright? It's in the sky. You can actually see it. It's the brightest star in the sky. That's where we come from. You know heaven that they tell you about? Heaven that they tell you about, that's where we were. Sirius. That's basically was our heaven. And your whole life, your grandmother, your grandparents, they've always told you, oh, we're gonna go to heaven and everything's gonna be perfect. No more sickness, no more crying. Streets of gold. I know everybody heard that one. But as a child, when I heard that, I'm in second, third, and fourth grade, and my grandma was telling me this, and I'm like, I don't want to be perfect. You know, if I'm perfect, if I want to play sports with somebody's got to lose. Somebody's got to lose, so, you know, that can't be any fun. What fun can heaven be if there can't be any losers? Everybody's winning. That's no fun. There's no want. It's nothing. You have nothing to want for. Everything is just there. You can do it. It's nothing to achieve. That's the best word to use. There's nothing to achieve in heaven. So you're in heaven, we're in heaven, and we're so perfect. We say, well, let's basically start over. So what we did was we sent ourselves here in flesh. We were spirits. We sent ourselves here in flesh, and we were, the whole thing is to learn knowledge, to gain knowledge, and by being locked into this matrix, you're not really learning anything because everybody's telling it to you. You're not learning from your own experience. You're taught to I can't really think of any good example because I'm driving. I should have wrote down some examples. But you're taught to think certain ways and you're not learning your history. Our history has been stripped from us. If you really think of this motherfucker, gonna pull right in front of me. Everything that threw me off. Our history has been stripped from us. So you have the white people who were not here when we got here. You have them giving you a book, telling you how to think, and that it was them first. So when you picture them in the book, when you picture anybody in the Bible, what they look like white men with long robes on. When you picture Jesus, you don't picture him as no black man. They reverse nature on your ass. They got you thinking that God is somebody else when really you are the best representation of God because you was here first. So they make you think that you was a slave first. So if somebody think they was a slave when they first got here, what they gonna be for the rest of they gonna be like, oh well, fuck it, I was a slave. And look at us now. We just don't care. We don't have no culture. We're the only ones that don't have, even white people celebrate that culture more than we do. We don't never celebrate nothing about Africa. And when really we wasn't even in Africa first. We was everywhere. We was in America first. We was in America before the Indians was here. Matter of fact, the Indians were black people. They just make them look like Mexicans. When Mexicans, everybody comes from black people. White people are crafted. You ain't never, I'm about to hurt a lot of feelings. You ever looked at a white person hair? Okay, you ever looked at a black person hair and then looked at everybody else's hair? Look at this hair. There's no other being on the planet whose hair is like that. Everyone else's hair is like an animal. Black people, we are extraterrestrial, ETs. You know that song Kanye got out, Extraterrestrial? The nigga is trying to tell you something, and y'all just don't see it. The signs are everywhere. All you gotta do is wake up. The signs are everywhere. But think about it. Every being on this planet doesn't have hair like this, and they make you think that the hair of a white woman is the hair to have. Why is it the hair to have? Why are women straightening their hair trying to look like a white woman? Why aren't they just being themselves? Why is that the image that's pretty? Like, ain't none of y'all ever thought of that? That's because y'all are not awake. Y'all just going with the motions. You're zombies. Be your own person. That's what all this is about. As simple as that. Just be your own person. Stop fucking trying to be somebody. The fucking black people are the race of fakes. Like, we fake it. We fake everything. Ain't nothing original because we need something to cling to. We don't have no culture, so we cling to whatever somebody puts in our face on TV. That's sad, yo. That's really sad and hurting to me to see my people cannot be in themselves, trying to imitate everything. Be yourself. But really think about it. They don't have they can't do half the things that we can do. They can't play sports as good as us. They can't do anything as good as us except for make money. Why can they make money better than black people? Because it's for them. Money is for them. We're not supposed to have money. We don't need that. That's why it's so hard for us to keep it. Like, really think. We can't keep money. Every time we get money, we spend it. We don't know how to manage it. We don't know how to get it. We don't know how to pay bills because it's not for us. That's for them. They need money because there ain't nothing else for them. They can't get off of here. They're crafted beings. We made them like, I don't know how long ago. They don't have as much melanin as us. They can't stay out. We're the only ones that can stay out in the sun. Why can we stay out? Why would a being that's from here not be able to stay out in its own star without getting cancer or getting sick? Because the motherfuckers ain't from here. They're robots. You ever seen iRobot? You all are trusting Christianity because your mama told you to trust it. Why would you trust a religion that, one, can't be honest about the image of its savior? Jesus is black. It says that in the book. He had hair of wool. What white person you know got hair of wool? What does wool look like? It's kind of like cotton. What does cotton look like? It's thick. It's not straight. So, I mean, that shouldn't be that hard to decipher. If you can't be honest about the way your savior looks, why are you going to try and push that religion on me? I'm not about to trust that shit. Everybody in the book, from Israel and Egypt and all these places and all the images in movies and stuff be white men. That makes no sense. It's very few white people out there, and I'm sure it wasn't none around that time, because they would have been chopping their heads off for coming out there. A lot of people gonna call me racist. I'm not racist. I'm just truthist. We're supposed to be chopping them. We're supposed to be killing them motherfuckers. The motherfuckers. You know what a parasite is? A parasite is something you're supposed to get rid of. You have good bacteria and bad bacteria. If you don't, it's to kill off all the bad bacteria. What's gonna happen? That bad bacteria is gonna take over. That's nature. Think about it. If you want to keep being Christian, keep being Christian. But that's just asking for stuff to get handed to you. Christianity is built around fear, and fear is a very weak emotion. So what does that tell you about Christianity? That's a Santa Claus story. Do you believe in Santa Claus? If you believe in Santa Claus, then you believe it's gonna be a man that's gonna come down here and save you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You gotta save yourself. Do you think you're gonna go to heaven for being good, and you can go to hell for being bad? That's a boogeyman story. Real God is on my side, and I'm sure just because I'm not being good, or I'm not, you better start cussing, you're gonna go to hell. What is a word? These are European words that I'm saying. If an African person cuss, if I heard an African person cuss, I wouldn't understand shit he was saying. I wouldn't be able to tell if it was good or bad. And that's pretty sad, because that's supposed to be my native language. Everybody's so brainwashed and just done forgot everything. It's up to all of y'all. Gotta wake up. If y'all want to get off of here, it's okay. This is a whole different doorway, and it's gonna scare the shit out of a lot of y'all, and need to. So maybe y'all wake up.